So I may or may not get a lot of likes on this video, right? And if you disagree with anything I have to say, that's fine. Just please respectfully disagree with me in the comments. That's all I ask, right? I personally think that it takes more skill to win as a solo queue survivor than it does for killer in their games on a consistent basis. And the reason why I'm making this claim, first of all, let me just say this. I'm not talking about a 4-man squad, right, in the Swift, where together we got like 12,000 hours or maybe 16,000 hours, and we're going against a killer that got like maybe 3,000 hours, and they're trying to compensate with the skill and also going against a well coordinated and coached team. That's not what I'm talking about, right? With this patch now in 6.10, I mean we're in 6.13 now, but I'm talking about like after patch 6.10, I can see why Swiss are going to struggle a bit more, but I'm only talking about how worse off solo queue is, right, and how it's always been. So these are my points that I want to talk about and my claim as to why I feel like solo queue takes the hardest and the most skill in this game. Looping for your teammates. Let me tell you this now. The only people who do not understand or agree with looping or don't understand how much skill it takes to actually loop, you are either a killer man who casually play killer, who casually play survivor, and you're not that good at survivor, right? Like as far as looping, the most skilled thing it takes for survivor is looping. It's not flashlight saves, okay? It's not, I mean that takes skill too, no disrespect. It's not sabotaging the hook, it's none of that. It's looping for a decent amount of time. That takes the most skill, at least in my eyes, because you have to understand the map, you have to understand the map tiles, you have to understand when to pre-drop a pallet, you have to understand what killer you're going against, their abilities. You have to understand a lot of these things as a survivor main, okay? So that's that. And if you also just a survivor that's just not that good at looping yet, you probably don't understand it. But trust me when I tell you that takes a lot. And considering the fact that you're hoping that your teammates, which is another point that I'm gonna make, are on gens. If you are looping for like 10 minutes, and I'm talking about you're outplaying this killer, you're outplaying, I don't care who it is, let's say, I don't know, Myers or whatever, or I don't know, right? And you finally go down and you look at the aura of your teammates and you seeing like 7 people in the basement opening like 10,000 chests. That's the problem that I have. I'm not even exaggerating on that one either. Like it's literally be like 7 people in the basement doing nothing. Okay, so like when you're doing that and you by yourself and you don't have communication, you don't have the little thing, the little nuances that helps you really win as a team, right? When you don't have communication versus a team that actually has that, that's why it just feels so unbearable in this patch, right? And that's why I feel like that's another claim as to why I feel like it's very hard at Survivor. Cleansing totems, trying to make sure that you take out hex totems, right? You know, blood favor, you know, I don't know, like not ruin. Obviously people don't use ruin as much, but even know it, people still do. I went up against a nurse that had know it. Like, you're such a bot. I'm sorry, no disrespect to their family, but you also gotta like, and it's even harder to pip as Survivor. Like, that's not even easy to do. Like, I think they said that it's easier to do it as killer because all you have to do is just kill, hook, kick gens, break pallets. I mean, eventually a lot of survivors are gonna throw down pallets anyway, right? You're gonna just break the breakable walls, right? That's not that hard to me, in my opinion. As Survivor, everything I just mentioned you gotta do, and you still have to escape through the door to win. So you telling me that I don't go up in MMR, which I don't even worry about MMR anymore because I mostly main solo queue. I know I'm at like the lowest of the MMR. It doesn't mean that my skill ain't like that though, because I can play anybody's MMR. I can play at the highest MMR. It does not matter. I'm like that. All right, okay. Like I'm not even trying to like, you know, but I am. All right. So, but my point is that I don't worry about MMR because in solo queue, no one's at high MMR. I don't care who you are. I watch Aaron. He has like 11,000 hours into this game. He's very nice, he's very skilled, but he can't do it in this patch. He can't, right? Like the most I think I've seen him go is like maybe on like a 3-game win streak, and that was it. Right? So I just feel like when it comes to killer though, right, like they can just win at 3K. They don't even have, like, to me you're greedy if you want even more, but I'm not gonna try to sound entitled. If you want a 4K, you deserve a 4K if that's what you want. But I feel like you win at 3K. That means you killed more survivors than it was that escaped. I have to escape through the doors. I can't escape through hatch, and I just think that sucks because they basically saying it's like a even, right? You know, it's basically that. I really don't know. I just feel like, personally, this is just my opinion, right? This is just my opinion. It's no disrespect to anybody. I just feel like when it comes to you trying to do everything, I feel like I'm LeBron. All right. If you watch basketball, you know what I mean. Like, you doing everything, right? Or you're that one employee at work that does everything, but you still get slept on, right? But you do everything. You stand overnight, overtime, all of that, just to help out bots at work. That's exactly how I feel like in Survivor, right? And I feel like people who don't understand that are casually playing killer mains, who take the night off, and I just want to chill a bit. I just feel like as killers, you get to just chill by yourself and just kill. That's all you have to do. Now, rather you decide which killer you're going to use or how many hours you put into the game, that's on you. That's your skill level. But I feel like when you're trying to play by yourself, it's really tough because people do the most randomness things I've ever seen. And you even got teammates that will sandbag you. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think in the comments? I know I was all over the place. I just kind of wanted to just share my thoughts. But if you have anything else to say, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and have a blessed day. Peace.